You're in for a treat if you've purchased the Oblivion Remastered Deluxe Edition, or maybe you're thinking about upgrading to it. Good news, as it unlocks new quests with a truckload of new weapons and armor, including matching horse gear for both the Cataclysm and Order sets you can find. In today's guide, I'm going to share everything you need to know about the quests, how to complete them fast and get your hands on this sweet loot. So let's get right to it. So yes, the Deluxe Edition is the only requirement to unlock these quests and get your hands on a ton of legendary equipment. If you already own it, GG, well, it's also possible to purchase an upgrade through Steam or whatever platform you use. But simply put, there are different quest lines that also come with different armor and weapons as rewards. Let's start off with the Order set, where you want to pick up the quest and unlock the rewards. There are different ways how you can trigger this quest line. I saw many people pick it up south of the Imperial City, where they simply conversed with the guards, and you want to ask for rumors right here. It's possible they will mention a priest, but long story short, the quest line you want to get your hands on is called a Wound in Time. If you want to get straight down to business, you should quick travel to the Kvatch camp, then make your way towards the northwest, the gate to Oblivion, as right here you can find the priest, Elaf Drelganer. You want to talk with this dude and ask for disappearances. This will update your quest and suggest you to check out a rune called Beldaburo, found northwest of Anvil, that will automatically be marked on your map. When you arrive at the entrance, you'll have to first deal with a couple bad guys. After you've done that, a new quest update will pop up asking you to go inside. So this is the entrance. You simply want to make your way straight through it, go all the way to the right. This is where you will find a pretty big room where you also have to use a switch. But simply put, reach the far eastern part of this dungeon where you will find the Beldaburo Anga. When you interact with it, powerful magic will prevent you to go any further. So you're gonna have to go back to Elaf. Talk to the dude who will then give you a blessing that allows you to pass through. Then you simply want to make your way to the end of the dungeon and search for Corellian, a ghost necromancer spellcaster basically that summons zombies. When you take him out, you can pick up the Elder Scroll, with another quest update that you have to bring it back to Elaf ASAP. When you get back to him and hand over the scroll, you'll be rewarded for your honorable deeds. Right now you can choose a truckload of rewards, all the different weapon types, and 2 different armor variants, both light and heavy, to cater pretty much every playstyle in the game. If you want, you can ask for specific parts, while it's also possible to select I want everything. In my opinion, it makes you look a little bit like a paladin in WoW, especially with a 2-handed mace and axes, while shield and longsword also looks pretty epic. The matching horse armor also looks really nice, while this is not my personal favorite set. That's why I decided to get back to the Kvatch refugee camp and drop all the gear inside this cupboard to give something back to these people, as they literally lost everything. Okay, honest, I just don't want to look like an Argonian thief paladin. That's just straight up weird, right? But yes, let's move on to the Cataclysm set, in my opinion the most legendary one of the two, which is super simple to get your hands on. All you have to do is find a couple clues. These basically start at the Imperial City Palace. You want to walk to the center of the square with a dragon statue and search for this barrel with a Mythic Dawn pamphlet. It will give you a quest update suggesting you to head towards the Hurricane Shrine and investigate it, which will be automatically marked on your map, which is right in between Breville and the Imperial City. I decided to quick travel to this gate to Oblivion, which I discovered earlier, and reach the Hunter Shrine a little bit faster. Right now, we have to search for a note behind a tree found by following the wolf's gaze. So get close enough to the statue and check out the direction the wolf is looking at, which should be this tree right here. Let's see if we can find a note right there. Ah, voila, that's the pamphlet numero 2. The quest update itself makes it pretty straightforward. You simply want to make your way to the Molag Bal Shrine. It will also be highlighted on the map, which can be found northeast of Skingrad and west of the Imperial City. I already discovered this one earlier, so it was easy to reach it. Anyways, when you arrive at the shrine, it says you'll be able to find the 3rd note by following the light of the dawn. So what you should do is rest until like 5 or 6 a.m. when of course it's done, and then you should be able to find the location of the note by looking towards the sun. So that would be the right direction, and voila, pamphlet number 3 is ours. The 3rd note also mentions the last note's location, where the Larches River touches the bay. So if you open the map, you can see that Larceus River is very close to Breville. That's your next location. And this is where you want to search for a square with this old lady statue. If we open the map for a second, this is where you want to be. Simply approach the statue, get another update, and search for the final note around. This is where you'll be able to pick it up, pamphlet number 4, which leads you to the nearest inn where you have to search for a Shy Dunmer. So simply make your way to the southern part of this city and check out the Lonely Sweeter Lodge. Talk with the orc innkeeper and ask for a Shy Dunmer, who happens to be inside the inn as well, called Ranaline. If you question her about the mythic dawn notes, she won't give away any information. So this is where you want to persuade the lady, which can be done with a minigame, but money is so much more powerful, which will literally get you something. Ask for the info, which leads straight to Mingo Cave. This one can be found southwest of the Hurricane Shrine, by the way. When you arrive at the spot, the quest also suggests you to infiltrate the place with Mythic Dawn equipment, which we received from the lady inside the inn, so equip that and be nice to all the dudes you will find inside. Just casually walk to the very end of this dungeon and interact with the Mehrunes Harbinger. Then you simply have to prove your worth to the Dremora by killing the guard right here. Walk up to it and activate the Pyrewood. Then you'll cook some crispy meats right there. Oh man, that smells delicious. But after that, you can get back to the lady, who, funnily enough, reminds me a little bit of Darth Maul. Anyways, she will give you a new spell called the Summon Mehrunes Harbinger, which doesn't cost any magicka, but when you use it, you can summon female Darth Maul and ask her for all the different variants of Cataclysm weapons and armor. But just like with the Order gear, you can basically request as much as you like. Whenever you lose it or get rid of it, just summon this lady and you can get it again, which of course does come with some carry weight, so I don't recommend you to take everything with you at all times. But look at that, the full Cataclysm set, in my opinion, looks really nice, especially on Argonian. I mean, right now, we literally look like a Dragonborn Godzilla, but that's how you can get the full set for both Order and Cataclysm. Now, to get your hands on both horse armor variants, you want to make your way to the Imperial City and check out the Chestnut Handy Stables. Inside the house, you'll find Snak Grabura, who can armor your horse, and once you've of course completed these missions, you'll get 2 new options, Cataclysm and Order armor. If you haven't picked up any armor yet, your first set will be free of charge, so GG. This is, by the way, what the Order armor looks like. I think it looks really nice, but again, great for heavy armor and paladin style builds, let's say. But once again, my hands-down favorite would be the Cataclysm armor variant, as this one just works so well with most of the builds for Oblivion. If you have a thief, assassin, spellcaster, maybe even a vampire character, this is gonna make it really shine on your travels. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, everything you need to know to get your hands on the legendary Order and Cataclysm sets. If you enjoyed the content, it would mean the world to me if you can spare 1 second of your time, hit that like button, and of course, share your favorite set in the comments. Super curious about that. Right now though, it's 4 AM out. I've got plenty more guides on the channel. I'll check you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace.